Hey, Malone Money Mindset, how's it going? Oh, standard Sunday. It's it's actually going pretty good. It's been relaxing, but my webcam's not working, so it's one of those days. One of those days. Stone of the week is Topaz. Um, in need of getting a new webcam. Actually, Farah said that she'd even get one for me, but I need to shop for one. I shopped. I did shop. I went and I was like, all right, well, I could get one of the cheap ones that's like $8.99, but I already have a webcam with my phone. I was using Hangouts, so I wanted to, all right, we'll do a little bit better, but just kind of testing the water. So I got the $20 Logitech one when it dipped down to $17.98. A little bit of price watching, pays off. But apparently it didn't pay off because I wasn't price watching the correct item, as this webcam is not very friendly with my current setup. I think it has something to do with K-Lite, which is running the video that I just uploaded. This beautiful Topaz piece. I'm so partial to the cut. It's asymmetrical on the girdle facets, but I like that because it offsets the shield. I think, in my opinion, at the right angle, it puts a second shield inside the shield, but it's up in the corner. And so and the nice thing is, at the right angle, that secondary shield will flare out. Let me see if I can get it to come through on my glitch cam. Hashtag glitch cam. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm with you. Always nice to take it easy on Sundays. Yeah, dude, I caught your stream earlier, man. You're teaching me a lot about fantasy football, and like I didn't really know a lot about it, but it's great to hear someone talk about it while I'm doing stuff. Okay, so see the white part and then the dark part, and then when I turn it to the right way, that dark part just kind of disappears. Bling, 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 bling. And so that's kind of what I was going for. Hey, Chris is here. What is this, live? Yep, it's me doing it live. Check it out, Chris. I'm so late because my hair got caught and I had to cut it all off. And yeah, you're not buying this, are you? Because that didn't happen. But anyway, yeah, I got a haircut. Hey, John's here. Cheers. Thanks for coming by, John. Awesome. No worries about the camera. I completely understand. You'll get it all figured out. Yeah, I will with due time. We're making the show better every show. A little bit anyway. And it's a little show. It's a short show. Actually, this is a little bit longer show than usual because I have more than just the standard structure. It's kind of short because the video I have, you can see that stone's already pretty close to where it is. I put a final polish on it, but we're going to push a couple more pieces of topaz. This one's not in the picture. Notice the dark part in the middle? That's called a window. You're supposed to not have windows if you want max brilliance. But I don't have the ability to polish these out by hand with my equipment right now. Another thing we're growing, Malone, is my polishes are so poor that my brilliance doesn't come through. And really, dude, I mean, you can order gems cut professionally by a computer machine, a CNC machine. They put it on the machine, and like, that's like $1 an hour. So for me to cut gems, I gotta get great gems, etc., etc. I'm cutting with, like $3 pieces that I bid on eBay, and that's just stones in the news part. We'll get to that, but my point is that my stone types are artistic girdles with large playful facets, and that's the style of gems I'm going for, which actually, it's just been a hobby that's been something that I have fun doing. But then a jeweler has decided to make a unique line of jewelry based on my unique gem styles. So I'm kind of excited about that. we'll talk more. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, this is, nope, that's not the one. The other one that I just held up, that's the triangular one. That's what we're going to be shaping into this little. This is it's kind of like a throwing star trillion. I don't know if you're getting the angle off the edges or not, but it's straight on one part and then it rounds over. And then I did the same with the edge facets, and the edge facets aren't bold, like they're not curved, they're flat, but they contour with the curve. That's how it gets a nice large facet, because if it was bold it would only kind of be white on part of it, and that's how it kind of goes around there. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging this morning. I really appreciate it. Well, I appreciate the stream, Malone Money Mindset. And if you guys don't know, check out Malone, because he streams fantasy football on Sundays, and he also talks like stocks and stuff. And I've only caught a couple of his streams, but so far it's definitely worth having that notification bell on. So, guys, check out Malone Money Mindset. I met him over on Jacob Billett's channel, and it's been worthwhile checking out his videos, because he's another how-to guy. He talks about how-to and chat. That's great. Speaking of how-to, this is how to quench your thirst. Cheers. Hey, the Eclectic Beard's here. Speaking of awesomeness, thanks for coming by, Electric. See, my brain, my mouth doesn't even want to say it right. Something's going on there. The Eclectic Beard is, he's got a lot of real popular videos for his electric vehicles. Oh, this tiny little piece. Let's see if I can find it. But he's like, it's not, his name's not the Electric Beard, it's the Eclectic Beard, because he reviews so many different things. Something about a variety of flavors and enjoying the spice of life. It means he's sophisticated, and he is too. He's got a great. Okay, gotta hold it right because it's so tiny. This piece you see me working on, it just got smaller and smaller and smaller. Notice how it's light on one side, dark on the other. Yeah, I was trying to get that out of it, and it's just a tiny little wedge piece, but I don't know. I'm glad I made it. Now I got it. It's flawless, and it's Imperial Topaz. Technically speaking, it's Imperial Topaz. It's supposed to be. Which reminds me, I was going to show you guys a ghost point. Oh, and I said there's a couple extra things on the show. I got incoming stones. We're going to unbox some stones. You want to unbox some stones? We're going to unbox some stones. Only got like 5 or 7 samples, but we got them in. Yeah, they're sitting right here in this little thing. Also, box up a package for Mr. Greenbody, because Mr. Greenbody is going to test out the plant food. He's awesome like that, so we're going to get his package packaged up and in the mail. Alright, so this is a little bit of light sherry Imperial Topaz. But instead of having the blue flare of the stone in the corner, it has more of a yellow flare, like an orangey yellow flare. It's a lot more red. Hey, Paige Farms is here. Your camera messed up, or is my end glitching or something? No, it's my end. Paige, yep. It's one of those days. One of those days. It's actually a thing, and I was telling Malone earlier that, like, I even, I went a little bit higher on the money end of the scale for the camera, and I didn't get the cheap non-name brand one with the shirt clip where it's like a little spy cam. It's like a backup camera, and it's like $8.99. And there's a couple of stages in there. Then I got the Logitech. It's a $25 cam that dipped down to $20, and then it finally dipped down to $17.99. Snag. But I'm kind of regretting it because it's not working out with K-Lite or my setup or something. But at least it's getting us by. They have gotten back together for reunion shows. Hopefully new music. Well, I haven't listened to MCR in a minute, and I missed a couple comments. But that's alright, because you guys are fantastic. Cheers. And that reminds me, this week's stone of the week is Topaz. We're shaping a little bit of Topaz. Got a couple of videos to get through as far as shaping it goes. And you might notice it took me longer to shape that little piece than it did this bigger one. Yeah, it's all in the stone. It's all about deciding how it works. Deciding how it's going to work out. Yeah, there's a lot of decision making going on. That's why I have like boxes of rocks like this. Yeah, overflowing with work pieces. They're unfinished projects that I need to get to. I even have one that rolled behind the desk. I'm gonna get that someday. But it's not gonna be today. So, and that is stone of the week. This week's stones in the news will be the unboxing. What's that? Let's get into this thing, shall we? If I can find my razor. Always put a little oil on your razor, like a WD-40, to help it cut a little better. Oh, it cuts a little better. That holds up so you can see it. And we're opening. I think there's only like 5 samples in here, like I said. Let's see. Epic Dude is blowing up. Oh no, get a fire extinguisher and put him out. We don't want him to explode. He's a nice feller. Thank you. Christopher got a video. More electric slide coming tomorrow on my Chemical Romance. Oh, you're going to do the electric slide to Chemical Romance and the Mad DeLorean. Oh yeah, Back to the Future, man. That had a pretty Mad DeLorean in it. I mean, I'd drive that thing. You know, speaking of which, Electric Beard, wouldn't that be an EV? Okay, so there's 2 little boxes and 1 big cardboard. 2 more little, ooh, that's a heavy one. 2 more little boxes. And 3 more little boxes. So we have a total of 7 little boxes and a cardboard box. 8 samples. There's our haul. Can we get through it all? I haven't listened to MCR in a minute. Right. Hey, Alan, what's a good example of My Chemical Romance? What's a song they do? Because I've heard of them. I'm not that good at putting bands and names together. I mean, I have a fairly wide collection. Alright, I don't know what this is, but we're going to show you guys first. Blam, I think that's a piece of iolite. I don't know, we're going to put the flashlight on it. We're going to flash a light on it. Oh yeah, it feels like iolite. A little glassy. Don't want to blind you guys. Okay, there's iolite. So it's, yeah. It's dichroic, it's blue, but it's not coming through right now. Oh, okay, there's probably a little something in there. That's exciting. Let's do this next one here. They really package this stuff up. They really do. It's quite the package job. Got back to reunion shows, hopefully new music. Oh, thanks for letting me know. The electric eclecticity. Oh wow, we got a couple pieces of garnet. Good old pyro. Is this piece? Oh man, can you see that? No, it's not really coming through. It's got an orangeness to it. And then a red piece. Red piece. Bing. There we go. Orange and red. Dang you, camera. Don't you like the stones? I don't know. So those are garnets. Parade. Do you know what they do to guys like us in prison? Just to name a few. Not hitting any notes right off. I mean, you know, I've got some alternative music. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, sounds like alternative music, kind of like maybe something like System of a Down or what's that one? Rage Against the Machine, something like that. Or maybe it's more like Dave Matthews, and no, that'd be more like what's that feller's name? He has that song about banana pancakes. Making banana pancakes in it. Hey, How to Garden's here. Cheers, thanks for stopping by, How to Garden. Hey, folks, this is Landmark. How to Garden actually grinds gems and uses it to garden. Yeah, a lot like the plant food. How to Garden. I put a recipe together and had it tested, and it's now a product on Amazon. So this this is fire agate. Okay, this probably isn't going to show anything off the light. Actually, this is my first sample of fire agate. Let's see. Gonna show. Oh, new video. That's amethyst. That's not the right video. And that's the stone in the corner. It's pretty much done. I mean, like I say, I didn't have a lot of video, so it's going to be a short show, but that's the stone of the week is Topaz, and the stones in the news. Okay, there, see the shine? That's fire agate. So we're actually going to try and make this into a couple of ring pieces and bring that's there, because there's more of that in there. It's not really coming through properly, but that is really exciting, because that's big enough I can work with it. I paid $1.25 free shipping all the way from Thailand for a sapphire, and it's like a 1.45 carat sapphire. It's got nice localized color. It's even part of the end member crystal. Man, it's so small I can't even work with it. I mean, not with my hands. I got pretty good hands, but you know, my hands, I got good hands. I could snag a pork chop from a dog. I could what was the other thing I said? I don't know. I could snag a pork chop. Something else that was really hard to grab. I'm going to think of it. Why do I always get bad at telling jokes during when we're almost to the joke portion of the program? Nikes. Anyway, oh wow, look at the frickin' Frank Frank on that. Oh my word. That's 12 carats of opal. So I was talking about opal, right? And opal, like tiny little pieces of opal are usually what's available, but there's, because it was only coming from Lightning Ridge, Australia, but more recently there was a discovery in Ethiopia. And so this Ethiopian opal is bigger. And look at the size of that. I can actually do something with that. Wow. That's like all clean inside, except for this side over here. It's cloudy. Yeah, that is a nice piece of opal. Man, I can't believe I got that for $1.99. That's what I get for price watching. Snag. I don't have any bids right now. Actually, after this order, I haven't had any other bids. I'm thinking, maybe getting some more peridot or something like that, because I like me some peridot. It's nice. Nice stuff. My chemical romance are labeled EMO. Music like a combination of glam, rock, and punk with rock opera style albums. Gotcha. Not really. I kind of got it. Like Sublime? No. I don't know. Speaking of Sublime, how about this Prey Night? Isn't that minty? It's got a nice mint bubblegum to it. I've actually been pushing some Prey Night, so we're going to be having that in maybe a month or so. I gotta take it to the saw. Gotta take it to the saw and finish breaking it apart. I'll show you a couple pieces. Like this one. See, I need to cut it along the top because it has this this slice in it. There, you can kind of see it. I gotta break that into two pieces. That's a crack. But I think that's gonna be a neat, you know, big old chunk there. And you know, I got another littler one. It's gonna be nice cube. You know, look at that thing. It's got beautiful mint to it. Just want to eat it. It's like candy. Boss time. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got two more little ones, and then the big cardboard box, which I actually, oh, I remember. I'm not gonna tell you, but I remember. I remember what's in the big cardboard box. Oh, look at this. More garnets. Not opposed to garnets. They're fun to work with. Just wish I had ones with better color. These are so dark I have to cut them thin. A little light one and a little dark one. But they turn out really nice. Likes his hair like he likes his ladies. High and oh, Chris, you're funny. That must mean that we're getting close to the joke portion of the program. Am I working more with that tiny little piece? Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so the tiny piece actually kind of worked out, but then it didn't. When I switched to the 1000 grit, it had like a hard spot and a soft spot. So when I push the surface against the lap, it hits the hard spot and it turns and grinds away, you know, at the wrong. Yeah, it makes two facets out of one. It doesn't polish. Oh, okay, more iolite. This is actually some pretty stuff. Now this is lighter stuff. Look at that. That's actually going to make a nice gem. Probably about 3 of them. Three little pieces. 3 blind mice. I don't remember how that goes. I'm not going to sing it though. And this one will probably turn out nice too. Let's see. Bang. Yeah, that one will look nice. Can't say so much for the other 4. But that's what buying stones is like. Let's get to the cardboard box so we can get to the joke portion. Then I'm actually going to have to like go and grab stuff so I can put Mr. Greenbody's package together. Getting some samples in the mail. Yep, this is my first slab of lapis lazuli. It's not my first piece, but it's my first slab of it. My first unshaped slice. And we'll get into having some fun with this eventually. It's just really blue stone. That's water from my frosty mug. Cheers. Jacob, I gotta go. I gotta have a good one. Have people in chat. John, you have a great one, man. You're part of the trendy club. By the way, anyone who is here, let's see if this works. Or maybe it's this one. This one? There we go. Just so you know. That's part of what we do around here. We make jokes, we cut gems, we hang out, and we be trendy. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, so we are getting to the end of that video, which means we have covered Stone of the Week, Stones in the News, which is the incoming stones. We have the joke portion, and then upcoming features plus shoutouts, and then that will pretty much wrap up this show. But I saw your offer the other day, but couldn't find to answer back later. Offer. Oh, my plant, the plant food. Yes, the plant. Sell. Yeah. No, it was unexpected how to garden. So let me give you the shorter version of the story. Is I was running a Kickstarter for a bandage opener, and I got like 35 people that ordered, and I was just like, oh, you're so great. So I cut a whole bunch of gemstones, right? I cut them all up, this wide variety of all these gemstones, and then I dumped my saw tailings on the garden. Then later that summer, I always try to maximize the yield on my raspberry patch, and that way I can make jelly. I care for my raspberry patch. Not a lot. I don't dote over my plants. I'm a standard backyard gardener. Throw the tomatoes in the ground, put an extra one in case one of them dies. But when I got a 40% higher yield out of like, I had actually reduced the size, because you know how raspberries spread out. I had actually reduced it down another foot this year, and I still had all my heirlooms that were coming up, still shooting primocanes, but man, they shot to life. So, and the thing is, the way I had put the powder on the garden from all those different cuttings, I also hit the peppers area, which is right next to the raspberries. And so I saw effects on the raspberries, also on a couple of the pepper plants where I had slogged a bucket full. And I had also done a tomato plant that year. I had done various house plants, but I mean, a higher yield like that, man, that actually means something to me based on the efforts I put into those raspberries. That actually, instead of having a larger raspberry patch, because that's what I would do. I would, like I was saying, I would let it squeak out another foot, and then I get a little bit more. But then it becomes a nuisance because it's bigger, and I can't, reach in to pick all of that. I have to dig around in thorns and raspberries, and they give me a rash, but I love the berries. Oh, there's that little one. Tiny little one. There's probably not anything to it, but I went ahead and ground on it anyway. But anyway, I was like, wait a minute, how did I get such a higher yield? So I started looking into the science behind it. I never expected rocks to have that kind of an effect on a garden. But turns out it's all the minerals. It's the recipe. And that's where I got the blessing comes in, is that I didn't use any gems that are bad, like emeralds or morganite or aquamarine, and I have that too. I just never cut it and dumped it on the garden. I cut that before I cut anything I put on the garden. And I hadn't cut it during the Kickstarter. Nobody picked it. so that's kind of where I got the recipes from, all those stones, and then I did the research on the stones. They like the minerals. Exactly, yeah. It's the variety of minerals, and it's something about plants like a variety. That's what I've been hearing. You feed them something different every time, or something like that. And like considering like quartz is silicon with 2 oxygens. When one of the oxygens starts to bond in a different place, it becomes different things like cristobalite or stivite or a couple other versions of silicon dioxide, even though it's still the same minerals. And I've been learning that like there's 2 different things that go on. There's like in the microbiome of the root area, there's the roots that have the bacteria next to them. And then there's the bacteria that's out in the dirt in the root area that helps with the mycelium, which is the fungus that transfers minerals back and forth between the spaces of the dirt particles. And I've been learning that those bacteria eat the minerals, but then I've also been learning that like the roots themselves have passageways to take up the mineral, the freed soil particle, but they also have proteins that can convert the particle. Like if they want to add an oxygen or move an oxygen, they have a protein that does that. So, but then again, plants reflect the soil they're grown in. Did I miss out on the video? I did. I got totally sidetracked on my speech about roots, and I missed the fact that the first video? Probably should have started with that one. Okay, wait a minute. We don't want to blast your ears out, but we do want to get ready because it's time for the joke portion of the program, which is why I'm going to move top left to top right so that it's correct. And then we can tell the jokes for the joke portion of the program. Hey, cheers, Fall Dog. Thanks for coming through. Welcome to the joke portion of the program. Get ready to groan. Oh, and they're bad. Especially this week. I'm a below average math student. Every time I look at a calculator, I see minus. And these are fresh jokes. I write them every week. They are not from the internet. Can you tell? If StreamYards breaks, will duct tape fix it? I swear that's been told. What do you call it when Snoop gives you a fist bump? A dog pound. Now I swear I've heard that one before. Is my brain just regurgitating? We're going to keep going. This is a gemstone related joke, proper channel. If you buy unmounted hematite, is it hemaloose? What do you call... What does a milk farm smell like? Derriere. And what is Thailand during rush hour? Zip Thailand. That has been this week's joke portion of the program, which means it's time to resume the gem portion of the program. I think this video is unfortunately earlier, because that's the triangle one. Maybe I haven't cut that yet. That's the trillion star. It's not a real trillion. I changed it. It's like a trillion star. It's a star. Dog pound. No sound on the joke portion. Fungus will trade for sugar. Oh yeah, sugars. Yeah, that's what I was learning, is that the fungus and the bacteria, they will eat on the plant or something, and then the plant will grow more, and don't know exactly. I don't remember that part. Something about they eat by the plant or they eat the edge of the plant and then the plant grows more out or secretes a something. And yeah, we're back. We're back. Oh, I had the desktop audio off. Thanks, Chris. Chris knows what's going on. He knows how the joke portion works. So yeah, you guys didn't get to hear the guitar riff during the joke portion. And I made that little intro to the joke portion. I was like, you know what? We're gonna have a if we're gonna have a breakout in the show, we gotta actually have some kind of an intro thing. And so what I did is I got the explosion of glitter, and I got the text, and then I got the guitar riff. I cut the guitar riff and the glitter down, and I put them all together in OpenShot Studio, something like that. Yeah, I ground a lot of this stone away, just trying to get rid of mostly the pits, but also the problem areas, which there's still inclusions in it, but at least there's no real like things and stuff. Why do you look different? You get a haircut or invent some ageless gemstone. Hey, Stoney's here, inspecting gadgets. What am I doing? I'm inspecting gadgets. That's anyway, Stoney, I hope you made it for the joke portion of the program. And we're still working on the camera stone portion of the program. That's what we're working on at the moment. Yeah, you can see I didn't really have a plan for this one. It was going to be an asymmetrical stone, but I just liked the way that curved around so much. I decided to finish it out that way. That's what we ended up with. Nice little Trillion style topaz, which reminds me, I can move top left from top right to top left. They dissolve minerals and trade with the plants for sugars. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's what it is. And the bacteria and the worms. Okay, yeah. It's like there's sand, silt, and clay, and it was the worms turn the sand into silica, or not sand into silt, and the bacteria turn the silt into clay, and then the plants can use they can actually draw from the clay or something like that, or something like. Is that right? I don't know. I'm glad you're here, How to Garden. Keeping things correct. I need to check out some more of your videos too, which reminds me, we have done the Stone of the Week, Stones in the News, joke portion. Time for upcoming features. Microdiabetes eats minerals, and it's because of all the sugar that they get the diabetes. Nummy. Oh, they get the nummy from the sugars. Yep. Well, you get too much sugar. I got to head out. Got to do some videos. Have a lovely evening, Electric Beard. Have a lovely week. Have yourself a lovely Monday. Yeah, it's a little. We're a little late on the show. Yeah. Which reminds me. And yeah, have yourself a blessed week. And I'll see you on the next round. Which reminds me, I was thinking I should probably try to do the show at a different time. I was thinking maybe like a new day. Because then I don't want it to be work for you guys to come and hang out. I want to be live at a time when you guys can hang out when you want to. And I try to be the Rock. I try to be here at the same time every week, but I'm tired. And I'd like to be a little livelier for the show. So I'm thinking about that. If you guys think of a better day, let me know what your opinions are. Otherwise, cheers and much love for coming by, and welcome to the Trendy Club. I need new discs for my wheel. Any recommendations? How to Garden. I get my laps Amazon Prime. my laps are they're pretty durable. I mean, they tend to last quite a while. I think I finally started buying my third set, and I've been cutting for 3 years. So, but I mean, I'm just a hobby cutter. I don't cut a lot. Um, but I get these little 6-inch guys for about $10. They're like $7.99 to $12.99 Amazon Prime, and I think they're called something like Ranu, or I get the ones that are UXL. Let's see if I can type this in. I have quite a few UXL laps. They tend to work. I have 60 that I've conditioned down to like 100 grit. I have 100 grit that's conditioned to like a 200, and I also have I mostly use the 240, and then I go to the 1000 grit. Sometimes I'll use the 500 if it's a larger surface in between, but I usually go 240, 1000 grit, and then I hand polish with well, it's under a bunch of stuff, so we're gonna get it anyway. That's just a few of them. And we're not going to dump the razor everywhere. All my fingers. Don't ask about the toes. Yes, I have all the toes. Oh, Chris, the hair. So it was go lay down. Your hair needs the. Chris, that's why I was late. Is my hair got stuck and I was going and I had to cut it up. You're not buying that. I told that joke earlier. Chris Jacobs' hair's tired. He should shave it off. I should. Yeah, it is. She cut it pretty short too. Look at that. I mean, it's back where it usually is. I even got my Superman swirl back. It's just naturally the one. But it'll come back. You give it a couple months, we'll have that big old boat curve going on where you can surf, or you can use it to store things in the winter. You just answered yourself. I probably do that a lot. Mine are 20-year. Wow. So they're probably good. Oh, how to garden. Okay, so about the laps. Had 1000 grit. You can see my drip system. I turn the drip system away and I drain it. Forgot. Left it dripping. And sometimes I'll take the stone juice and refeed it if it's a particular stone. And the short story is it's like it took a galvanized layer off of it. Like it pitted out. But I think that's one of the cheaper laps. I don't think it's one of the UXLs. Which, well, they're all cheaper laps, but one of the ones that was available for a short time only, and then the brand changed. Brands don't mean anything anymore. Oh, speaking of which, upcoming features, what do we have? Oh, next week I have some pink ametrine, which it's like, it's not even, it's not really pink like rose. It's more pink like a neon pink. I don't know, you're gonna have to wait until next week and see. Because actually, I sold both of the pieces already to the gal who's making a jewelry line off of them. So, that's how that works. Cheers. Cheers to deliciousness and awesomeness 9000. Which reminds me, this video is almost over, so we got to get to the shout out portion. But anyway, the upcoming features. Oh man, we are totally going to get to some of this. I do have an upcoming feature to show you. And it's not this rose quartz, even though we're going to be featuring some rose quartz. Isn't that a nifty little piece? Here. So aventurine. It's not coming through very well, but it's a playful cut. Playful aventurine. hair gave up and quit growing. Let's see, what did I miss? I hear that mine is leaving. Chris, you got hair, you got that beard, man. You could comb that beard over into back hair. You could have a back hair comb over. Hey ladies, look at how manly my back hair is. That's right. You want a manliness contest? Just measure my back hair. You can comb it, you can stroke it, you can make it into a coat. How about a shawl? Are we on the right video? Okay. Mine are fried. Yeah, how to garden, it's like they get conditioned and then they work that way for a while and then they just become toast. I know what you mean. My 100 grit's getting that way. I need to get another 100 grit. Like my 60 grit, okay, so how to garden, I got the 100 grit and when it got conditioned down, I was like, man, that's supposed to be like my major grinder. When I got, like big quartz like this, this is a large surface. Gotta grind that down quick when it was, fresh. And this hard. Like that topaz there, that's hard stuff, but out where the crystal's loose and it's not quite end member grade, it's a little softer. But to get to my point, I bought the 60 grit. That thing's like a spinning saw blade, man. I mean, it cuts as soon as I put the thing on it. Doesn't matter how big of a surface. It's just... Of course, it got conditioned, Like I say, the 60 is now like 100 grit. And so I thought about getting another 60 grit, but it's just like... It wrecks the stone. The 60 grit wrecks the stone. It's not even worth it, so... Have a great holiday, brother. You too. Your glove broke. Hey, Stony, you gotta, you can see it happens quite often. So, you gotta protect yourself. Hashtag protection. Hashtag Stony Baker Made. Thanks for coming by, man. Stony's an awesome guy. You gotta check him out. Which reminds me, Stony, how do you do it, man? How do you grow them things? Man, your garden is amazing. That's what I wanted to talk to my little piece of heaven about. You and him are both like contenders. You guys are master gardeners. That's amazing. Which, yeah, actually, dagnabbit, we're supposed to be doing the shout-out portion of the show. Somewhere over the memory that I used to have. We're going to select this one for reasons. I don't know what to do with that piece you see me cutting yet. I thought I had an idea, but I don't. I'm going to change it, and we're going to feature that one on an upcoming show. Not there. Here. That's where it is. That's where it exists. Which reminds me, I gotta give an additional shout out to the fantasticness that is Malone Money Mindset. Look at this. He grows stocks. He talks fantasy football. He does all kinds of stuff. I need to check out some more of his videos, but I go to live stream. I just gotta do the bell. I do the live streams. Look at this. I got all these live streams, all these great people that are live right now. That's why I have so many subscriptions. I can just see who's live. And he does live streams and he explains stuff, which is great because then I can just listen while I, do stuff. And so cheers to Malone Money Mindset for coming by the show and hanging out and chatting, and much love. Check out his streams. And check out John Cochran. I always call him John Corcoran on accident, not on purpose. That's my eyeballs. Oh, he's got a playlist. Way to go, John. I'm going to kick it up a notch. Cheers, I'm going to have to check that out. Awesome, John. It's always good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by the show. And Chris the Phenomenon, we got to check out Chris. That's a guaranteed must. No recent videos. Oh wow, you're up to 128 subscribers, Chris. That's what happens when you cross that 100 mark. You start skyrocketing up. Yeah, he's got some steaks on the grill. I like some onions. He's got some beautiful looking plants. Big, healthy looking plants. Nice and shrubby. Just like Page Farms. He's awesome. I like talking to Paige. Really? How am I not subscribed to Paige? He comes by the show. Has he never been subscribed to during the shout out portion? Well, he is now. Look at this. I actually want to click on this bullet rotor combine. I want to click on a lot of stuff, but like this is like, look at that green. I'm like, oh, I gotta know more. Oh, release the rabbit season, wabbit season, duck season, mule season. Speaking of duck eggs, we laid some during the joke portion of the program. Oh, live stream. Yeah, that is a nice truck. I'm partial to GMs. Been driving a lot of them. PBR Nashville. Yeah, all this stuff's new to me. I did not know Paige had a stream, and we are subscribed now. So that we can check out the Paige portion of the program. Speaking of which, the eclectic beard, work, dang it, has a new video coming out. Super ultra mega cheers to the eclectic beard. I hope he has himself a good week. Oh yeah, check out this. He's got this, oh wow, EV supercars. Gonna have to check that out. He's got this brief history of EVs. I found that really interesting. Well done, Alan, and it was well put together. I think he did a great job on that one. And thanks, Alan, for coming by the show. And that's why we are highlighting you on the shout-out portion. And How to Garden, too. Total shout-out to How to Garden. Must have tools. He's got some sneak peeks. Biochar video. Only 8 minutes, folks. It's worth a watch. New additions. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out. Awesome. Way to go, How to Garden. Oh yeah, the dragon fruit video. Awesomeness. Thanks for coming by the show. Oh yeah, the Florida pears. I remember that. That sauce actually doesn't look very appetizing unless I'm in the right mood. But I love some candied fruit. Cooked candied fruit. It's delicious. We're gonna have to check that out after the show, because I'm gonna wrap up the show and I'm gonna eat some dinner and I'm gonna check out everything. Hey, Fall Dog came by. Gotta give him a shout out. Gotta give a Fall Dog style shout out to Fall Dog for being awesome and stopping by. Oh, wedding cake. GMO wedding cake. You know, I'd like to actually talk to him about that a little bit more. I'm gonna have to watch these. Now that looks pro. Sour orange sherbet. You should grow that yourself. Well done. Well done, man. That looks fantastic. Cheers to Fall Dog. And of course, we can't forget about Stony Baker Made. Let the lemon citrine roll. Shout out to Working Stiffs. Oh wow, we haven't checked out Stoney's videos in a couple of weeks. Been checking out his Instagram though. Man. Like that Instagram, Stoney. You really know what you're doing, man. Just so long as I didn't miss anybody. And if I did, then I guess I'm just gonna have to shout out Gromy's Homies instead. Cheers, Gromies. Thanks for making the show, man. It's good to see you. Oh, Gromies. You were saying something about a phone. I don't remember. We're going to have to talk about it on the game stream, which actually I might get to do a little bit of. But first, what we have to do is finish up the gemstone portion of the show, and then I'm going to check out some videos of all the great people who've come by the show, because you guys are fantastic. And I'm going to eat something, and then we can go ahead and end game. Should have seen that giant thing that we defeated on opposing force. Gee whiz, that was big and excessive. It was excessively big. So anyway, I think next week we are going to be featuring that ametrine, if we're not featuring something else in between. The Topaz and the ametrine. But that is basically what we have in store for this week's Gemin Out with Jacob and Chess. Thank you so much for coming by. Much love to all of you. You, right there, you. Yeah, you're awesome. You're fantastic. Keep being fantastic. Alright, you're freaking great. And I will see you on the next one, and every week at 11 p.m. Eastern. Much love.